Attleboro has long been a city well known for its manufacturing business community, and one of those businesses recently celebrated a major milestone. With roots going all the way back to 1924, Knobby Krafters has continued on as a button and pin making company. Late last year, the company manufactured its 1-billionth pin. We spoke with business owner Nick Nerney about the long history of the Attleboro company and the significance of their recent milestone.
Knobby Krafters was established in 1924 by my great-grandfather William, my grandmother Gladys, and my grandfather Lester. And it was started as the Standard Jewelry Company. And it was pretty much costume jewelry, and they did very well. They had a very unique marketing scheme. They sold almost exclusively through church groups, and they sold their products for 50 cents. Church group during their fairs or whatever would sell them for $1, and if they didn't sell everything, they sent it back and got their 50 cents back. So they could hardly go wrong, and that was the whole marketing scheme for the Standard Jewelry Company, which turned to become Knobby Krafters. My father, William, started Standard Plastics Company over on Water Street with Fred Murphy and a couple of other fellows whose names escape me at the moment, and started molding plastics. They were eventually purchased by Auget, I believe, and then a couple of other companies in the meantime. My dad came back to the family business and brought his expertise in plastic molding and converted what Knobby Krafters was doing in metal into plastic. So we were making metal pins for like the Red Feather Foundation, the March of Dimes, all the big charities, nice cloisonne metal pins, and he converted those to plastic. And of course they were much less expensive, and they were used as a promotional giveaway sort of thing. And that's how Knobby Krafters got into the plastic pin business. And I would guess that would be around 1950 in that vicinity. And it just took off from there.
We specialized in insert molding. Insert molding a little metal pin into the back of the plastic emblem. The design was raised up and colored by either hot stamping or ink. And it was a lapel pin, very inexpensive, mass-produced, so we could produce quite a bit in a day or a week. And it became very inexpensive for charities to give away in hopes of receiving money back for it as a fundraiser. The pin that I'm wearing is the replica of the 1-billionth pin that we've produced since we started making pins in the late 40s. We decided that we would pick our own design, and we knew approximately when the 1-billionth pin was approaching, and we decided to make our own design at that particular moment. The way we determined how we were approaching the billionth pin, we kind of worked backwards by determining what kind of, or how much of our supplies that we had bought over the years when we first started, how many clutches we had purchased from the early 50s, and how many metal pins insert pins that we put in there that we have used, and we figured each year, and it wasn't an exact count, but it came up that in December of 2012, it's the time that we think we came to the 1-billionth pin that we produced, and that's how we arrived at that. We kind of stopped production. We had a big banner that we put behind the machine, and we had each employee operate the machine and show the pin that was being produced. And then we followed that through at different promotions throughout the year. We go to a major trade show in Las Vegas. It's the PPAI show, Promotional Products Association International. And we brought the banner with us and some pictures, and we gave out samples of the 1-billionth pin on a brochure that had some specials in it that are good through August, that helps our distributors who do the selling. Will help them sell and hopefully promote our sales. We've been around for in the manufacturing in the same facility from the beginning. We are still producing these in the United States, so they're made in America. The competition has been very strong from overseas competition, and we've struggled over the years, but we have a niche, and our little niche is the insert molding of pins and lapel pins. And right now we're the only ones in this country that do exactly what we make as the lapel pins.